Ay.
Get money all day, get money all night. Sip my drink, ho, let's get right. Getting paid, I'm getting paid. Roll one up, let's catch this flight. I'm getting paid.
Hey, it's your boy Tye. But you tuning in with Ray's podcast. Kicking my boy Ray. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. We back at it again. You know it's your guy Ray from Ray's podcast, coming from the greatest city in the world, my city, downtown Dallas, Texas. You know I'm coming live from the beautiful 10th floor of the beautiful Hello Studios. Man, you know what I'm saying? Ray's podcast is the show that we put on for the people that do the most in the DFW. So if you got that motion, you got that sauce, you're doing some legendary stuff, yo, this the show for you. Maybe your opportunity one day to come sit down and talk with your boy one day. All right, cool. Hey, I see you right now. Hey, you pause that video. Click that video. Yeah, click like, subscribe now. Make sure you tapped in on all things Ray's podcast. Bet. Man, we got an amazing episode planned out for you. Shout out to my people at Hoodless. Shout out to my people at Lit Vacations. Man, check out my people over there, all right? So, if you ain't never seen my show before, I always got to solve for positive words, right? A lot of people are always dealing with stuff that we know nothing about, you know. So if you had a bad month, bad week, bad day, let's hit Control-Alt-Delete right now. Let's start that over, all right? So just in case nobody told you today, I just want you to know that you're beautiful, loved, you're needed. You're alive for a reason. Hey, you're stronger than you think. Whatever it is you're going through right now, you're going to get through this. See, here on my show, Ray's podcast, I am glad that you're alive. And most importantly, don't give up. You know what I'm saying? What you put in your heart and your mind when those tough situations arise, it's going to get you through that. Bet. So we got this segment here. It's called Shout Out. This is where we like to put the spotlight and the highlight on people that are doing amazing things in the DFW, amazing events, or some amazing places we want you to check out. So today, we got to check out the guy. Shout out the guy, Tye Harris, man. Phenomenal rapper. He's putting on for the city. He's about to be bigger than the city, man. He's about to be nationwide. Scratch that, he about to be internationally known. Y'all, make sure y'all tap in with Tye Harris. Go check out his new project. Man, check out this show he just did in Atlanta. It's a crazy show. Go check out, look for the footage for all that. Man, we want to shout out the guy, Tye Harris, all right? So speaking of Tye Harris, we got the guy in the building right now. Yo, we're going to give a warm Ray's podcast to our guy, our homie, the guy repping the DFW, Mr. Tye Harris in the building. What's up, Tye? How we doing,
What's
baby?
going on, my guy?
What's up, my guy? They love you. They can't get enough. They can't get enough of Tye. Man, thank you for pulling up. I know you got a lot of stuff popping off.
Yes, sir.
We're going to dive into all that, but thank you for taking time to sit down
Already.
in the chair with me. And,
Thank you for having me.
No, I appreciate it. Anytime. Open invite. And, you know, we're going to find out who Tye Harris is, all the stuff you got going on with it. So let's talk about it. Who is Tye Harris?
Man, Tye Harris just another brother caught up in the mix. Nah, Tye Harris that's me, man. They call me talented. They say I'm talented. They say I'm this, that, and the third, driven, inspiring, aspiring, all that good stuff. I'm just following my purpose. I'm just trying to follow my purpose. I'm just trying to get there. What God put in my heart a long time ago is what I'm striving for. That's it.
And that's what, you know, things I like to tell people, you can never question God's timing.
Not at all.
When things are supposed to happen, they'll happen.
Exactly.
People get mad like when things don't happen because we live in an instant grits society.
Yes.
Microwave society. I need it
instant gratification.
Now. Instant gratification.
Yes, 1,000%.
It takes time. You got to build up on stuff.
Man, it takes 10,000 hours, man.
I always tell people, this is a message I always end the show with, but I say it throughout the show too. If you're persistent, you get it. Mm-hmm. If you're consistent, you keep it. Mm-hmm. Consistency is the key to everything in life. So, like, you gotta put in that work.
Man, 1,000%. And the instant gratification thing is definitely like diluted processes. You know what I mean? And the persistent process, and the work ethic and just gritting it out and grinding it out. Like, people don't believe in that Chat GPT and just getting it right there. You know what I'm saying? like in my line of work, there's rappers out there actually using Chat GPT to rap, and there's no feeling. There's no, you know what I mean? There's no actual, this comes from me. There's no dopamine. There's no, you know what I mean? And that grind, that's what I'm all about, following a purpose.
I saw that too, and mentioned you said that there are some apps that'll help you finish writing songs. And
there are apps out there. Technology is so crazy, making beats and all. People don't even, man.
Yeah. That's like, was a movie I, Robot with Will Smith?
Bro,
hey man, you got
they talk about it in all the movies, Matrix, I, Robot, Terminator, all of them. They've been telling us about this shit for a long time.
I mean, some people been like, now that's where a lot of money at if you learn how to, do a lot of AI stuff.
Man, they go with the times, dude. Go with the times.
Go with the times. All right. So, like I said, this is the show about DFW. Highlighting people that do amazing things in the DFW. So, what part of the DFW you from, Tye?
I'm from Oak Cliff.
Okay.
I'm from Oak Cliff. I'm 75232.
75232. Okay.
Went to Carter. Went to Atwell. Yeah, I'm Oak Cliff through and through.
Okay. See, I mean, now they trying to turn parts of Oak Cliff with what they call the Kessler or West Kessler and stuff.
That's Bishop Arts.
Yeah. They trying to turn this up into the...
Nah, gentrification has its place, but it's always gonna be Oak Cliff.
Yeah, I got a friend, like, she's like, yeah, I live in the Cedars. I'm like, what the hell is the Cedars?
Yeah, I don't know nothing about the Cedars.
Yeah, it's over there. She said it's over there off like 8th and Corinth, over there by that station and stuff over there. Yeah, so I'm like, what? So what it is, the people that ain't lived in Dallas, the people that moving to Dallas, they trying to make it seem like, oh yeah.
Look, nah, I'm more of a Polk, kind of Redbird and Polk, Keystone Polk, Wheatland and Polk. That's my jurisdiction. You know what I'm saying? Like that's me. You could go to even the Marsalis and some areas over yonder. But yeah, my jurisdiction is 75232 in the Westmorelands and that's me. I
just realized recently we got a new area code 945. I was like, what's the 945 area code? Yeah, and it's for Dallas.
I've been seeing that shit too. I went to go try to see if I could get a new phone the other day, and they was asking me what numbers that I want and shit, and I said 214. And they're like, nah, them all gone. The fuck, all gone.
All gone.
214. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen the 945 shit, and I was like, never
that was weird because I was like, the hell is 945? I googled it. They said, yeah, that's North Dallas, like North Texas area code. I'm like, oh no, I was like, I don't like that. That's ugly.
No, we 469-972 or the OGs is 214.
I've had the same number for like 20 years.
I've had my same number since 4th grade.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yep.
That's crazy. All right, man. So Oak Cliff kid, you know what I'm saying? And before I did my research, right, you're classically trained. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So how did that happen?
I started singing because I needed another elective in high school, and it was this badass soprano serving me snacks in the choir room, and goddamn, they was like, asked me something. I was trying to shoot my shot at one of the sopranos, and the choir director was like, "You got a deep voice." I was like, "Yeah." And next thing you knew, I was in choir class and shit. And I was like, "Damn, I'm in this hoe." But see, the alto section and the soprano section was fine, so I stayed in that hoe. Next thing you know, nigga, I was up there, goddamn, I had a girlfriend, had me and that motherfucker sight reading, ear training, all kind of shit. And I slipped up on a full ride scholarship to Abilene Christian University, chasing pussy. And
well, that's crazy, the things you do, like, for women.
Man,
I ain't gonna lie, I was like 6 years old.
Man,
5, 6 years old.
It starts that young, don't it?
Bro, yeah, I was like 5, 6 years old. I used to go to Old Baptist Church, and they would like put the chairs out. Who wants to come give their life to the Lord? Little girl I used to like at church, she wouldn't sit down. I'm like, well, I want to go sit.
I guess I'll give my life to the Lord today.
Yeah, I sat right next to her. I did not realize I was signing up to get baptized.
Yeah,
I got baptized after.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's the power.
But you know what? Yeah, actually, that's how you know you're going after a good woman.
Yeah.
If they got you doing good shit.
Yeah.
Because there's some hoes out here that had your ass getting set up, robbed, your ass be in this motherfucker in the clubs every night, dying and shit, and your ass be selling, serving, and buying, and just be all in all kinds of shit. Going after the wrong type of chick.
Yeah.
You know?
The right chick would make you want to change your life.
The right chick could get you right every time.
Real, like, it make you want to, like, okay, I'm going to put in this work. I'm going to do something. Like,
I'm going to hustle. I'm going to go get me a house. Because shit you wouldn't even think about. I was cool in my little loft.
Yeah, I was
cool in my little, one bedroom or my studio apartment. And then that chick.
Now make you want to get the white picket fence with the dog, and the kids, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm over here looking at goddamn acres of land and shit. Over here.
You know, we can get a cattle too while we at it too. Like some chickens and stuff.
I never thought I want kids. I'm finna put kids in private school where I gotta pay tuition and shit. Like what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Yeah,
see, the right woman may have you think about, like, you know what? Yeah, fuck it.
Man, I'm telling you.
That's just greater than any drug. That's what Jamie Foxx said. It's on greater than any drug.
It is though. It is though. I used to get mad at people who smoke too much weed, and I used to be like, man, why y'all always smoking weed, bro? Why y'all, we ain't gonna never do nothing. We ain't gonna. Y'all spend all y'all money on weed. Then one of my partners said, nigga, you spend all your money on pussy. I was like, nigga, I ain't never bought pussy. Nigga, you went to 3 movies last week.
Bro.
you bought 3 dinners yesterday, nigga. Nigga, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. The fuck you talking about? Yeah, you spend all your money on pussy. Tye. I said, you know what? You right.
You're right.
You right.
You're right.
Smoke your weed, bro. Smoke your weed, bro. Pop your perk. It's okay.
Do what it do for you. Do what works.
You know what? We all got our own vices, brother.
I think everyone. Like I said, women. That's the. Okay, there's a meme. It's from like a show. He's like, I got addicted to something far worse than any drugs.
Man.
He's like, hoes, and the kids start laughing. He's like, it ain't funny.
It ain't.
Addicted to something called cold. This shit ain't funny.
It really fucking ain't, bro. It really. It's a lot of my partners that I grew up with that's not my partners no more that became crackheads because of a bitch.
Damn.
True shit.
I'm saying they can lead you down the right path
Or the wrong one.
or the wrong one.
Or the wrong one.
That's why you make sure you gotta find that right one.
1000%.
Trust me, you be doing some shit like, why the hell am I doing this right
Man,
now?
a woman to turn you out. A woman to turn you out. Like fast. Quick, fast. Doing some shit you never thought you'd do. In middle school, we said, man, I remember middle school, I was like, man, I never eat no coochie.
Yep.
Look at me now. Like,
delicious.
man. Man, I'm telling you, but yeah.
Yeah.
Coochie. Great. Yeah, man.
All right. So you went to Abilene Christian.
I did.
Because of Coochie got you to Abilene Christian.
Coochie
right?
got me into Abilene Christian University.
Then from there, like I said, to where we at now. Like, take me on a journey from Abilene Christian to where we at present day.
I dropped out of Abilene Christian University. Broke up with my girl.
Well, I was trying to say that's so I kind of figured that was kind of figured that's why you broke up out of there, because you ain't gonna stay in Abilene for nothing else.
Exactly. They broke up with a chick. I'm like, shit. Dust mites and shit. I'm gonna go back home. Nah, I broke up. I dropped out of school. It was really a cultural difference.
Yeah.
Abilene Christian University was a big cultural difference. It was a lot of things that I never, experienced being from the inner city, Oak Cliff and all that. And of course, trying to transition from doing what I did back home into trying to being a full-fledged opera singer. That was a little much for me. And so instead of being an opera singer and all those cultural differences, I was influenced and pushed to just do this rapper thing. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just be a rapper.
Yeah.
And a couple viral moments here and there, a lot of persistence.
Yep.
And we having recitals in Atlanta now where they we packing out Atlanta venues and shit.
Yeah.
And they screaming my name and they screaming the lyrics to the songs, and it's a blessing.
Yeah,
It's a blessing.
And we're gonna touch on Atlanta here in just a second, but I remember the first one you put out here in Dallas, the first recital, and I saw a lot of reviews. A lot of people I knew were there, and I saw a lot of the footage. I'm like, man, this is crazy. It's real. Like, I remember just seeing videos of you just popping up. I'm like, yo, this is fire. Like, that's no one's doing that. Like, that's what's dope.
Right.
You can be you, be in your own lane, not ride nobody else's coattail.
Right.
Do it organically, and you being true to who you are.
Right.
You learned how to do opera and all that stuff like that, and to incorporate that into your music.
And using everything that I've learned over the years, and using just more tools that I have in my my utility belt, like, and having it all come full circle.
Yeah.
Because piano hasn't really been a big thing. I failed my piano class actually in college. I failed it. Like, I dropped out, but that was one of the classes that I got like 50s in that hell.
Yeah. And
now to see myself using some of those things that I should have learned and putting it into the music now, and I did opera, and I kind of know breath control. I know how to rap from or sing from different registers of my vocals, and putting that into rap music, and then using that to perform.
Yeah.
And then using some of the theater backgrounds, and because in opera, it's opera. Mm-hmm. It's not just performing and recital and singing. In opera, you got to learn how to kind of control the narrative of the scenery.
Yeah.
And I'm putting that into some of the recitals, and having those production cues and the lighting, and just having some of the stuff on stage, like the piano, the set, and all that, and to be able to make it an experience and not just a concert, is a really big deal for me. So when some people might come to the show, or when we're putting together a show, and most people like, oh, well, you're just gonna come in the hoe and it's gonna be another hip hop show.
Yeah.
And then me and my guy Vic, we gotta sit down and let them know that we gotta unpack all that shit that you learned back then, because this is not the regular show.
Yeah.
Nah, because these black folk gonna come in here formally dressed, because they already in their minds, the experience is already set in their brains as okay, this is Tye Harris. Yeah. This isn't just we coming in the hole finna goddamn have our phones out sweaty and doing what we normally do. We gonna have that. Yeah. We're gonna have a spot for that.
Yeah.
But it's an experience like no other, like you've never had before. It's okay. Black excellence. You got your black excellence parts. You have I might put you in your feelings in this segment of the show. I might, bring out some guests that you didn't know was, I might. So just all that and everything that I've learned to get here has played a major role in what's going on now. And everything is low key just coming full circle.
Yeah. That's amazing. Like when stuff can come full circle.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, man, like perfect example with this whole podcast.
Yeah.
I used to do broadcasting, like as
Wow.
one of my electives.
Wow.
It was broadcasting, and I didn't forgot about it. And I did that. I'm like, you know what? I used to do that.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Music has also been something that's big for me. Like I was a drummer at church as a kid. I was a kid, but
and I'm glad you bring that up, because the guy that that helps with getting me the pianos at these concerts is Maestro up there in Dallas. We talk about neural pathways as children, and creating different neural pathways for our children in our community and everything. Because in our community, it's two ways.
Yeah,
is the streets, or the goddamn court, or the field.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Sports or the streets? Which one is it?
Yep.
And me and Maestro up there at the Dallas Piano, we talk a lot about like going to Carter or inner city schools and just putting the piano in there and see what we come out with. Because he was telling me, and like everybody always tells me, and I can't get enough of it because I got main character syndrome, but they always say I'm like a rose from the concrete. Where did this shit come from? Yeah. And looking back, I've had neural pathways. I've had examples of what could be, but I never did, register until now in my adulthood. So if you just put a piano somewhere at SOC or Carter, or you put a piano class in there and have these little kids, you never know what you're going to come out with in the next 10 years. Yeah. And for their high school reunion, next thing you know, these motherfuckers is doing, it was a little boy at my Atlanta show, man. Oh my God! Are they gonna have this in the camera?
Yeah, it's gonna. I'm gonna put it on the screen.
Oh my God! It was a little boy at the show, and he was front row, and he bought a shirt, and he was telling me how much I inspired him, and I'm signing the shirt right now. He was telling me how much I inspired him and everything, and his mama was there, and he was like, "Man, I'm gonna put this shirt next to my piano at home, and you inspired me to do this." He played 1,000 miles for me, and I'm like, "Man, you gonna start rapping with it?" He said, I'm learning. I'm following your path." And I'm like, wow, neural pathways for sure.
And I don't know if you've seen this, and like I said, we're gonna tap into this Atlanta show in a second, but I don't know if you've seen it. A lot of these rappers are now doing this orchestra stuff. Like I know Juvenile was doing it with the band. I know Jeezy was here in town doing it with orchestra. So a lot of these people are tapping into that. What was the big producer that did it?
Was it Zaytoven?
I think it was one of them. They did anything with the orchestra too. So like everyone's like, all right, it's opened up windows and eyes and stuff for our people, because how many of us really know about orchestras and stuff like that? Now I think more people are getting open to that. Like, you know what? I'm gonna go check this out.
Yeah, I think it's becoming. I feel like black folks have always had that bone in our bodies to be able to, switch over into any genre. But I think it's becoming, like, I think black folks in our community, we are becoming more aware of our power and how much this shit is cool. Like, and we realizing, like, some of the dumb shit that we do ain't cool. Why are we still doing this dumb shit when there's so much better? And we're starting to want more and want better for ourselves. And nothing wrong with our culture and where we come from, but we can be in the class. We like classical music. We not just goddamn limited to ratchet ass. We not limited to that. So we could do more shit.
And people don't realize us as a culture. We are the trendsetters,
man.
Where everything that happens in this country is based off, okay, what's popping in the urban and hip hop community. And
every time they come over here and try to we go there. Every time they go over there, nigga, we go here.
Like country music, like you got like Beezy and all those people doing country music, and they incorporate country and rap and country and R&B. They trying to do now.
We can do it. We been did it, you know, and I'm gonna just say this. They doing the good orchestra stuff, but when Tye Harris get a hold of that shit, when Tye Harris get the budget, when Tye Harris get the goddamn, oh man, I'm gonna take them down through there.
And I'm gonna give one example of how we set the trend. Air Force Ones, you know how much they used to be? Not much they were after Nelly came out with that song.
Oh my God.
Went through the roof.
Oh my God.
So that's what I'm saying. We get something, it's a rap.
Real shit.
It's a rap.
Real shit.
That's like now tequila. Now all black people drinking. Y'all need to get some Reposado and Casamigos.
Was Nike before Jordan?
No,
exactly.
It was not. It was not. All right.
Exactly. And all of us got on J's right now.
Yeah. For sure. I'm gonna get a camera shot of this.
yeah, real shit.
All right, so let's talk about this. All right, like I said, when you came from Dallas, you decided to take a trip down to Atlanta and have this recital. Mm-hmm. What gave you the idea? Like, yo, I need to go do this in Atlanta. Walk us through how all it came together and what the experience was like for that Atlanta recital.
So, at first, of course, I was already looking to go on some type of tour.
Yeah,
I was already, I was popping from the piano content. The piano content was really, I was getting a lot of support from that. And I started looking at my analytics and my statistics. I'm looking at my social media. I'm looking at my Apple Music, my Spotify, and I'm seeing the different cities.
Yeah,
I'm seeing all the cities that rock with me. I'm seeing the cities that don't. I'm seeing the cities drift. I'm seeing the cities shoot up. And I'm literally on the phone with a guy by the name of Sean Cotton, and we're on the phone, and we're talking, and I'm like, man, I call him, I'm like, man, I want to put on this show. I want to put on a recital called The Recital and do this, but I don't know where to start. Mm-hmm. And Sean is like, you don't want to do one in Dallas? I'm like, I would love to do one in Dallas, but Dallas is number 3 in my top cities. My number 1 is Atlanta. And me forgetting who the fuck I am, I posted it on Facebook and was just like, Dallas fumbling me. and I started some kind of conversation about why Dallas is fumbling me, this, that, and third. And people put their own spin on it. But I was literally just Dallas was fumbling me because I wasn't going to have a show in Dallas. I was just going to start in Atlanta. Maybe I was going to finish in Dallas, but I was just going to start in Atlanta. And they did all that shit. And they were saying, ain't nobody fumbling. You need to stop complaining and all this. I'm like, I'm really complaining. I'm just saying. I'm looking at the stats. But when I posted it, it had no context. And then I just said, fuck it, I'll do one in Dallas. I did one in Dallas. But the whole time I was doing it in Dallas, we were setting the precedent. Yep. And we were setting the bar, and we was trying to get all the kinks out because we knew we were coming to Atlanta next.
Yeah.
If we wasn't going to do Atlanta first, we were definitely going to do Atlanta next because, of course, Akeem Aaliyah showed me so much love. And even though he's from Mississippi, he's based in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Johnny Blaze has shown me a lot of love, and even though she's from Texas, she I mean, she's from New York. One of them motherfuckers. She based in Atlanta, and then the Crime Mob, Princess showed me a lot of love in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Then Cell Therapy, Atlanta, and I was getting a lot of Atlanta love. And so after we got off stage, literally, I got off stage in Dallas, and my guy Vic comes to the dressing room after I got done with meet and greets, which took hours. And Vic was like, Live Nation wants to put on your show in Atlanta. Thankful for Live Nation and Smooth Vega that we got all that shit squared away. We pretty much did it independently regardless, but you know, Live Nation really helped out in the process, and Smooth Vega really helped out in the process of putting the show on in Atlanta, getting us our venues and everything. And after that, getting the tickets, and then we finally get to Atlanta, and we get so much love from Deontay Kyle, and we get so much love from Rolling Out. It's another platform in Atlanta. And then we get love from Intrusive Thoughts, it's another podcast in Atlanta, which is showing us a lot of love. And we got a billboard in Atlanta showing us a lot of love, and we selling these tickets like crazy. And we get there, and everybody, Akeem Ali, Johnny Blaze, everybody I just named, Princess, Deontay Kyle, they all come out, and they like, man, whatever you need, we got you. Yeah. We got you. And also, when I put that fumbling, going back to the Dallas Fumbling Me thing, when that came out, it was a lot of people from Atlanta saying, come to Atlanta, come to Atlanta, come to Atlanta. So I'm all in the comments is come to Atlanta, come to Atlanta, come to Atlanta. And when I put on the Dallas Recital, they were still, man, I can't wait for you to come to Atlanta, come to Atlanta. Yeah. So it was always Atlanta's next. Like, regardless of what's going on, Atlanta's next. And there's a couple more cities that's next too. But I haven't announced that yet.
I mean, look at that. I mean, that's crazy. Like, first off, what you did was you acknowledged your demographic.
Right.
And your audience. And that's what I tell people. You gotta figure out what your audience is.
Right.
Like, people be trying to do stuff and try to see if it sticks to the wall or something like that. No. It takes the research and figure out, okay, you know, anything like, say for instance, even like for instance with podcasts, when is the best time for me to post? Right. When do I get the most traffic hours? Right. When do I do, like, working within that? Right. A lot of people be trying to start podcasts and stuff and think it's just easy as press and record and I'm gonna go viral, and I'm like, no, it ain't. It's not gonna happen. There's a lot of strategy.
And then on top of that, you can use the KISS method and all this shit, because we do sometimes overcomplicate it in some aspects, and sometimes it's cool to simplify it. But I think what we touched on earlier is just the persistence and the consistency of it. I've been called inconsistent, but at the same token, am I oversaturating because I'm always doing something? Is it fast all the time? No. Yeah. But am I always in motion? Yes, because slow motion is better than no motion. And also, like, going back to finding your demographic, I think a lot of this comes from, you know, when me and Vic were talking in the processes earlier of either going to Atlanta or staying in Dallas. And because when me and Vic got into a 23NT, we just took it and we just ran. So we had lots of conversations about going where I'm appreciated rather than staying where I'm tolerated. Exactly. And also, I'm from the city. I'm from Dallas. I love this place, and I grew up in this place, and everybody in this motherfucker know me from whether I was hooping or, you know, doing some other shit.
Chasing pussy.
Chasing pussy, chasing money, whatever, doing whatever. I think pretty much it came to a point when with my art that I might have been more so tolerated in this whole than appreciated. And people didn't realize what niggas had, I guess, until I went somewhere else. Yeah. And it's so ironic, man, because my city, Dallas, and the conversation before I went to Atlanta and like pre-COVID, the conversation was Dallas has always compared themselves to Atlanta. Dallas has always said, man, we can't stick together like Atlanta. Dallas has always said, man, we don't got no structure like Atlanta. Dallas has always said, man, Atlanta niggas come to Dallas and just take everything and we just let them do it. And Dallas has always said that the quote unquote gatekeepers or the voices of the city always said that and compared themselves and tried to compete with Atlanta. And then I go to Atlanta and they open arms and so it wasn't a place of, because Atlanta go through the same politics as any other city in their city. They go through the same, these niggas snitching. They go through the same, these niggas beefing as we do. Yeah. They go through the same, man, we need to stick together as we do. That shit happens everywhere. It's just Dallas that's over this whole me ass shit. Yeah. It's just Dallas and this whole, so I think what I did and what my team did, we just packed up and went to them instead of waiting on motherfuckers to come to us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and with everybody that came to the recital that I brought as special guests, whether it was Cam from Cure for Paranoia or Hashi Sinju or, Will A, Destiny Blue, Devi Stones, any of those guys that I brought, I pretty much brought our Dallas artistry culture to Atlanta. And though we all, as a collective, said, looked at our analytics, and like, there's Atlanta. Let's just go, and if they haven't heard of me,
they heard too.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And instead of waiting on a motherfucker to come to us, instead of waiting on something with our hands out, we said, nigga, we gonna
take it. Yeah.
Not even take it. We gonna come in there. We gonna come together. Yeah. And I'm a extend my olive branch, and nigga, I'm gonna come to you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Just switching in perspectives and mindsets. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what Atlanta has taught me in this whole journey.
Man, that's awesome. Like, and I always tell people about Atlanta, like, the reason why the South took over hip hop is because Atlanta. Yeah. Atlanta, like, literally, people will be all in the studio, like, yo, I'm down the hall. I got this song. Come jump on here. Like, I'm going to jump on your song. They always were able to do that.
The South got something to say. Got something to say. 3000, and he going in there with Goody Mob, and that's basically what the whole trip was about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I brought my Dallas, my clique of artists, and I took them to Atlanta, and we all went to Atlanta, and we all showed what we can do. Yeah. And same thing, the Goody Mob and the Outkast, they did same thing. You know what I mean? Like, I got my community, I got my village. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like, because like in New York, everybody was worried, like, I'm the king of New York, I'm the king of New York. Nah, the South, like, we work together. It's whatever. Well, but here's the thing, too.
Shout out New York. New York look good for a recital, don't it?
I do.
New York look like a good place to have a recital. I fuck with New York.
Yeah, let's do it. Maybe we get that set up.
I fuck with New York.
Yeah. But what you're able to do is you created a bigger audience for your people. You said your tribe and, the people you work with. Yeah. You created a higher demand for them. Right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those artists, probably their market was Dallas. Right. You just expanded that market for them.
Yeah, tenfold.
Tenfold, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, like I like the idea that Tye Harris in Thailand is not just an artist, but a platform. Yeah. I want my shit to be like the Avengers. I want my shit to be like Marvel. Yeah. Like, it might start with Iron Man and this motherfucker, but I'll pass the torch to Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Fantastic Four on the, you know what I'm saying? Like Captain America over yonder. We got and all this shit when we come together.
It's like Voltron.
Boy, we whooping ass. We belt the ass with it. So I like the idea of Tye Harris in Thailand being a big platform to be used in order for artists to be liberated, because it's a lot of platforms now where we're just objectified and we're exploited. Yeah. And no one is really, I don't want to say helping, but no one really has our best interests as artists. In this streaming day and age, and people, I think, take music and the art form of music for granted. And a lot of artists are trying to figure out where they fit in this new technology era and all that shit. And I think my platform is one of the biggest, and I'm starting to see that. I'm starting to be aware of this new little power I might have. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So on that note, what's next for Tye Harris?
Oh man, I've been telling my team when we was in Atlanta, I kept on being long-winded with them. I'm long-winded when I be having my speeches with my team and shit, and I'll be like, man, this shit, we the architects. I'm the architect of this shit, and really, it's not really even me that's the architect. It's really God. God is the ultimate architect of all this shit. So all this shit is going to, everything has a cryptic message.
Yeah.
Everything means something. Like we just put out the Pushing Keys Deluxe, and the we getting ready to put out a video album. I put out some snippets of the episode that's getting ready to come out with Sugar Flavored and Michael Corleone with Hashi, and
that's fire.
And what I did was I had the newspaper in my hand, and I had the same suit on, but the newspaper. And in one instance, I'm like, okay, I'm outside of this venue, and everything might mean something, from the address that's behind me to the sugar that's on the ground to the suit I'm wearing or to the newspaper that I'm holding. Like for instance, this is a free one because it's a lot of cryptic messages in this shit, but this is a free one. And in Sugar Flavored, I have a newspaper saying it's my newspaper that they wrote about me, that Dallas Morning News wrote about me, and it's pretty much talking about my mental health, because I came out a long time ago talking about my mental health. And it's foreshadowing of what they say about me and the problem that I have. Like, there are people that say I'm the most talented person ever, but my mental is unstable, or I'm mentally different. And those are the cryptic messages there. Like, they serving me shit and telling me it's sugar.
Yeah.
Like, they telling me one thing, but this is some bullshit that they just serving me because I can deal with it. So they use my mental health against me. They use my mental health against me as a weapon. And that's literally what I'm telling y'all in the video while I'm rapping about the shit.
Yeah.
But I'm wearing my weaknesses on my sleeves. I'm literally showing y'all. I'm hiding it in plain sight. And then Michael Corleone and the politics and Hashi. And
yeah.
Man, it's so much. And it's the architect era. Pushing Keys was Pushing Keys, and we still gonna continue to push keys. But the architect era is here in 2026.
Okay. Architect era, I like that.
Yeah, I'm the architect. We the architects. All this shit means something. Everything means something.
Facts. So make sure y'all be looking out for all that.
Yeah, Easter eggs everywhere.
Yeah, look out for all that. Make sure you get that Pushing Keys Deluxe as well too. Go, man. Wait till we see the footage that's gonna drop from this Atlanta.
Oh man, it's amazing, dog. Shout out B-Mac.
Wait till all that stuff drop, man. Y'all gonna be in awe of everything that happened there in Atlanta. All right. So let's switch gears here. Let's have a little bit of fun. You know,
Talk to me.
Let's have some fun with it.
Talk to me.
We got this cool little segment on the show. This segment's called
Slow down, I just wanna get to know you.
Sample that hoe.
Slow Down. We just want to get to know you.
Yeah.
This is where we kind of ask you some random questions off the rip. We don't know where we gonna go. We end up in Atlanta. I don't know what these questions are. We never know, all right?
Already.
But before we start the Slow Down segment, I want you to shout out all your social media platforms and different things you want people to go check out.
Oh man, all my social medias are Tye Harris 32 on all platforms, whether it's Instagram, X, Facebook, YouTube, anything is Tye Harris 32. Those are my social media platforms.
Bet. All right. So this is the staple question, like my favorite question in the Slow Down segment. So say for instance, I'm Ray, the movie director, movie producer, and I'm trying to make the Tye Harris Pushing Keys story.
Mm-hmm.
Who should star as you?
Oh man. Who should star as who's one of them young ass, who's a little boy actor who gonna be somebody when they grow up. It's one of them child actors that's gonna be crazy. Who go crazy?
I don't even keep it up with kid actors like that.
I don't either. That's why I'm fucking up. Now, hold on. Who can play me in a movie? Probably one of Eddie Murphy's youngest kids. if Eddie Murphy got a young kid right now that he can play me.
All right. We're gonna go with that. All right.
Or my nephew.
Okay, no, I like that. Keep it in the family.
Yeah, probably my nephew. I'm gonna do like Michael Jackson.
Like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael Jackson got his nephew in there.
Well, hell, my nephew can pay me too.
Yeah.
All right. Like I always say, this is my show about putting on for the city of Dallas. All right. If you could name, in your opinion, your most top 5 influential songs to come out of the DFW?
Top 5 influential songs to come out of the DFW.
For Tye Harris, yeah.
For Tye Harris. Number 1 song that influential, Erykah Badu. Do I want Bag Lady or do I want Didn't You Know or Tyrone? I'm gonna go Erykah Badu. That one. I can't think of the name. I can't remember it. But yeah, that one. Erykah Badu, number 1. Number 2, I'm gonna go Vanilla Ice. Ice Ice Baby.
I do forget he's a Dallas guy.
He don't like to claim Dallas.
Yeah.
Nigga, you ain't going nowhere. But I got Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby. If it wasn't for Vanilla Ice, I wouldn't be born, by the way. Shout out Tommy Quan. In Fort Worth. The Peoples. Southside the Realest, Big Tuck.
For sure.
And I'm at 4.
That's at 4.
And the last one, I'm going to go Tye Harris. Tye Harris. Go Tye Harris, Beg and Plead. Let's go Tye Harris, Beg and Plead.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that 5 list. So, being an Oak Cliff kid, how big was it for you hearing Oak Cliff? That's my hood. Put it in your face, make that understood.
Young Nino, man.
Lil Sock, Hot Boy Star.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big, like, I was a teenager when I came out, so that was like big.
Those guys were older than me, are older than me. Those are the OGs, man. You can catch them. It was at the Carter and Kimball games back in the day. It was at the Daniel Park and shit. They was nah, them boys, like you hear like my big brother age, my big brother about their age, and they in that era, that age gap, that age group, and so it's just all the movies and shit, all the stories you used to hear about them niggas getting in the fights at the movies and shit, and then well, people don't know the history behind the Oak Cliff That's My Hood song and Southside the Realest.
Yeah,
like them niggas was low key getting like a rap war back in the day. Like, and yeah, when nigga play Oak Cliff That's My Hood, Big Tuck, come on, Southside the Realest. Yeah, it's back and forth, and I think it took a while for Young Nino, that Oak Cliff That's My Hood song, to actually come out for real. That was just one of them like hood, like,
it went around
like anthems.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The street anthems. That nigga Oak Cliff That's My Hood. All the parties that got shot up in the garage and shit. Them bitches. And so no. Young Nino, shout out Young Nino, man.
I always like to tell people, man, Dallas had a bunch of different eras. Like you had
Young Nino had type shit. That type of shit gonna make me get off in your ass. That type of shit gonna. Now we from Dallas, but no, we don't say that. See, niggas really don't know about that shit for real. That's some real Oak Cliff nigga shit. Yeah.
Well, we got that. Like you had your whole different thing. You had the whole DSR, Tuck, Tom, nigga Tussle. Come on, bro. You got to put
tussle with you.
You got to put them things up. Like just be on guard.
Niggas was in that whole My big brother and y'all niggas, y'all was in that whole throwing bows.
Oh yeah, people don't understand. Like the clubs are and stuff different now. Like we got down. Like
by the time I was there, nigga, we was Stupid Man Spiffy and we were goddamn Zumpire. We was the young Thug Boss Nation. Yeah, that wasn't even Young Nation. Then.
I remember. Also, I remember the whole era. We shout out to Lil Will, my Dougie.
Oh man,
that kind of like set the whole boogie thing
Dougie
off.
Blast.
Yeah,
Dougie Blast. What you mean, Ed Hardy? My man, Ed Justin Harvey. Blunt in my mouth, other hand is Bacardi. Ain't gonna even drive. I'm a Dougie to the party. That bitch, nigga. We used to, man, that was my shit.
All that time, bro. It just make you think like, damn, like all the era we just had fun. We just going to the club, just having fun, chasing after.
Y'all were doing that shit. Y'all were doing it.
Yeah.
Y'all were doing that shit.
We was doing it, bro. I remember it was Cirque right here. When it used to be Cirque, it was right underneath us. They used to be Cirque back in the day. Back in my day, it was Club Blue.
I think my brother snuck me into one of them clubs one time when I was like 16, 15.
Quite a few shootouts we done had happened in that parking lot right there.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I was so scared.
Oh man, it was fun. No man, we had just the different eras of Dallas music and stuff, and I feel like right now you're reinventing a new era. For Dallas right now. You're the architect.
The architect, man. We the architects. That's what one lane is, man. Like, of course, you got them other boys over there doing good shit in the streets, and you got them other boys doing good shit in the clubs and everything, and they got the club scene. And you know, no matter what I say about the clubs or my indifference about the clubs, I still can appreciate the clubs. Yeah, I can appreciate all that shit, but at the same time, you know, there is no uplift for my lane in that over there. So I can salute them from afar and keep on doing what I'm doing over here with the architects. You know what I'm saying? For
sure, man. That's dope. All right. So what's your favorite spot in DFW to go to? Like maybe just chilling out, relaxing. Where would you like to go to? What's your favorite spot
in DFW?
The DFW.
Oh man, if you know me, I'm always at the gym. I'm not gonna tell you which gym because I don't want this shit to come out and niggas just be at my motherfucking gym. God damn, my dogs. But I've been going to this gym my whole life. I learned how to swim at this gym, so that's a hint. But then there's another spot where I be at sometimes. I just go. I be writing at that hole like in the mornings, and some people don't see me and shit. I be seeing all my old friends and shit at the house. I just don't be saying nothing because I be in the car with tinted windows and shit. Yeah. And people don't really be knowing it's me because they remember my car was a whole nother car than the car that I'm driving now. Yeah. But I be at Daniel Park a lot, just watching everything and just writing in the whip, just watching everybody. Yeah. Everybody kids growing up and shit, and seeing like, man, these niggas still doing the same shit. They in this hoe. Yeah. And I just be sitting up in that hoe at Daniel Park writing. In DFW, I be at Catfish Connection. I be at Fat Mats. Sometimes I still go to Redbird Mall and just kick it from time to time. Real shit. I'll be in there. The Fold Cliff Center. Yeah, and the YK shop. Okay. The Pan African. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Ann Arbor.
So we've seen you courtside at the Mavericks game, all right? Mm-hmm. What do you think this Mavericks season is going to go? You think they're going to make the play-in? You think they got a chance of making the playoffs to turn it around?
I don't give a damn. You know why I don't give a damn? Because I know this is we are rebuilding. We are rebuilding. We got rid of Luka. We made the whatever general management we was under, whatever mistakes they made or whatever good decisions they made. Right now we are in a rebuilding stage. All Dallas sports is in rebuilding stages, and it's time for the arts, my nigga. The hip hop culture and the music culture will take it, and by the time they get back right. And Dak Prescott got down, get us in the playoffs, and Cooper Flagg do whatever the fuck he wanted. You know what I'm saying? The Stars get back right, and the Rangers got down hitting home runs and shit. By that time, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be good. But for right now, yeah, our Dallas sports depresses me.
Okay. So, like I said, we always show love to the DFW. Name someone or someplace that you would consider an underrated gym in the DFW?
Gym?
Yeah.
Not gym, but like gym, like a Ruby, yes. like Diamond in the Rough type shit. Underrated. Besides Tye Harris, I would have to say, I think, underrated gym in Dallas. I don't think Deep Ellum is underrated anymore. I think Deep Ellum got something to say. It used to be underrated. Like the hood used to be like Deep Ellum weird, and now it's a hood spot.
Again, after sundown, get out of town. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, people hate it. People used to think Deep Ellum was just the weirdest place in the world, and I used to go on all my dates in that motherfucker. Like,
but here's the thing. It's like this weird transformation. Like when I was younger, you didn't go to Deep Ellum unless you get like a tattoo or some shit. You trying to get down to Malcolm X, Malcolm X Boulevard. You're trying to get it that way. They did do some shows. Like Trees has always been there and stuff like that. Yeah, you did that. Then they like cleaned it up at one point. Like that was a spot to go to for brunch and stuff like 2017, 2018 around that time. Yeah. But then after COVID, wrong crowd started coming back. And now you got shit all on the news, like this rodeo bar had to get shut down and shit because niggas always getting beat up and shot at.
Yep.
And it's just crazy. People getting killed down there. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take my ass down to Deep Ellum.
Yep, that's why they don't be liking too many hip hop shows in the motherfucker. They got a whole certain level of. That's fucked up. I ain't gonna do that. But yeah, man. Yeah, Deep Ellum used to be an underrated gym until we got a hold of it, and then it became. But so an underrated gym in Dallas now, I would say is. If I say it, ain't gonna be underrated no more.
Nick, thank you for the plug, by the way.
I'ma say. I'm gonna say Uptown. I'm gonna say Uptown.
Okay.
Yeah, Uptown Dallas.
If you ever get a chance, go do the research of Deep Ellum, like how Deep Ellum was such a prominently like us, like black people.
Yeah, South Dallas.
How it was a big jazz area, and how they built their freeway to stop people from going to it because it was a thriving. We had banks.
In 19, who was they call him Oak Cliff something. My granny was telling me about him the other day. Oak Cliff, but he got his shit doing. Let me see if I still got that motherfucker. Me and my granny was talking. My granny got the tapes and like the old cassette tapes of bro.
I know, like they said, like Louis Armstrong used to have a club out here.
Yup.
In Deep Ellum, like it was a really thriving like black arts. Area.
Me and my granny was literally just talking about this dude. And he's like an old time blues singer, and he got his start in Deep Ellum. I'll think about it, but I forgot this.
But name. Deep Ellum's got some history to it.
Yes.
Well, hell, the DFW in general has so much history. Like, hell,
yes.
I be telling people, like, hey, presidents get killed here. Just don't forget about that.
That's true.
I be telling people, like, hey, don't mess with Dallas. Like,
yeah, the politics. I always say politics and street niggas in Dallas never mix.
Yeah.
Because of of our history, and there's been the conspiracy is that JFK got smacked by the mob. In Dallas, of course, accompanied by all that stuff, but it was a street nigga that was supposedly whacked JFK. They had JFK whacked. Yeah, and I put a couple Easter eggs of that in the Michael Corleone video shoot. Yeah, like Michael Corleone comes from the Godfather movie, which is about the mafia, and then we had the JFK shit. The sample is Godfather, and then the politics of it is there was a Palestine flag being waved in the back of the shoot the whole time, which was not planned, but it just
happened to be there.
Sometimes it's like the architect, like I could architect some shit, like I could architect the set and everything, but God be having Palestine in the back of my video, goddamn waving flags and shit. I be like, well, there's that. You know what I'm saying?
And if y'all have never seen the movie The Godfather, it's probably one of the 100 greatest movies of all time. It's like the great. I have a collection of it at home. I have that's that shit. Yeah, I have the DVD collection at the house. I love that movie. Hey, you come here to me on my daughter's wedding. Asking for
Marlon Brando with the cat, and then you had Al Pacino, young Al Pacino. Yeah, man. And Talia Sheard, and you got
James Caan was in
Caan.
Robert De Niro was in the second one. He played young.
He played young Vito. Young Vito. That's where the sample comes from, though. From Michael Corleone. It's the when he killed Don Fanucci. Something. So
Man, great movie, man. Man, that's just great films. Like, I like a good film or whatever like that, all right?
Yeah.
All right. So, speaking of that, like, what is your favorite movie?
Ooh. Right now, it used to be The Dark Knight. Dune is really whooping ass. Dune is really putting belt to ass. I can't wait for Dune Part 3 to come out. The question isn't my favorite movie, because the thing these movies have in common is my favorite composer, which is Hans Zimmer.
Okay.
Hans Zimmer is my favorite composer. If you look at my Apple Music history, like every year Hans Zimmer's at the top. It's like Hans Zimmer, Tye Harris, Kendrick Lamar, and then you know what I'm saying. And yeah, Hans Zimmer is that guy. In all his movies, every like soundtrack he does. I mean, of course, Christopher Nolan. His direction and everything is amazing, from Oppenheimer to. But yeah, Hans Zimmer. Dune is a great movie. Dune is a great movie. What other movie I was just watching the other day? Yeah, I'm gonna just stick with Dune.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick with Dune 1 and 2.
So, what was like a hood classic movie that was like on repeat in your house? Perfect example for me, 5 Heartbeats. We played that movie up and down.
my brother would love you. I'm a Temptation guy, but 5 Heartbeats, Jackson 5, American Dream, of course Friday and Next Friday.
You'll get it beaten. Go out to swim and towel in the pool.
Yeah, man, he whooped them kids to excellence, my nigga. Shit. Yeah, Next Friday, Temptations. Yeah. We already said Jackson, American Dream, 5 Heartbeats, Love and Basketball. You know what's crazy? It should be a black cinematic universe of connections. You know, all that shit. Like Regina Hall and the parts she play in Poetic Justice and Higher Learning. Yeah. And you realize that's just Ice Cube's sister.
Yeah, Regina King,
I said Regina Hall. Yeah. Regina King, and that's just Ice Cube's sister and everything. Regina King is Yeah. She the GOAT in all black cinematic universe.
And the Boondocks. Boondocks was amazing.
Boondocks and then John Singleton, everything he did from Higher Learning, all that shit, and then you throw in Snowfall with it, and it's like, wow, the black cinematic universe is a real thing. And then Morris Chestnut, what he would have been had he not died. Yeah, right. He would have been, had he not died in Boys in the Hood, he would have ended up being what he was in The Best Man. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? He would have went to college. He would have met his wife. He would have met his best friend who ended up fucking his wife. Yeah. And he would have went to the New York Giants to become the best running back there ever was in the black cinematic universe.
They said, someone had posted something the other day, why is Morris Chestnut always cast as the simp in every movie he been in?
Man, and then don't get me started on Set It Off. Yeah. And what Vivica A. Fox had to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and then Jada Pinkett. In what movie was that she was in? Was it Jason's Lyric or some shit? Yeah, that shit. And all her movies.
What she say? Set off. I really need this money.
Look, and then don't get me started on Diary of a Mad Black Woman with that cinematic universe, because she in that bitch, she need that money. You know what I'm saying? She in every movie fucked up. Yeah. This is our cinematic universe.
That's funny, bro. Have you seen it's like the trend is going on social media? It's like when the saxophones start playing in the black movies and stuff.
It's over. It's over. You just couch. You know that meme where now, like, when they know you fucked up and they know you cooked, and then the dog just be like, and then they play the music. That's what happened when you hear them saxophones, for sure.
Should that be funny? Like, they got this one song they got on social media. Like, oh shit, this nigga dead, y'all.
This nigga dead. Yeah,
that should be killing me off.
Yeah. Black cinematic universe saxophones. Niggas is gone. All right. Oh man, nigga, Dub C from Set It Off that robbed Vivica A. Fox in the opening scene. Yeah, he's the nigga that shot at Smokey and Craig in Friday. Nigga, it's there, bro.
The dude that got Jada Pinkett brother killed for putting a part in his head. Mm-hmm. That's the nigga that killed the nigga in South Central because he got stumped out.
nigga, check it out. Terry Crews character in Training Day. Mm-hmm. He went to jail after that shit ended up happening, came out, and when he got out, he was goddamn flamboyant and shit in Friday After Next.
See, it's all connected. All connected.
All that shit is Black
Then that
Cinematic
boy
Universe.
he was junior. He was in the Players Club. Took Ebony in the room and stuff like that or whatever. And
Look.
yeah.
And so then Ebony finally had to get her shit together to be best man.
That's it.
Like real shit. Yeah. Black Cinematic
See how we did it? We just made a whole universe for y'all.
All they gotta do.
We need to put an order how y'all need to watch these movies. Start here to go back and watch this
Real
movie.
shit.
Okay.
They all connected.
It's like the Marvel universe. All right, you got to start with Iron Man, and you can go all the way over.
It's the architect. Real shit.
All right, what's something that's misunderstood about Tye Harris?
His mental health. His mental health. My mental health is always in question because I put it out first, and so now it's low hanging fruit to be able to like blame shit on my mental health.
Yeah.
Because I've already said I've already kind of like embraced having my person, and Nico calls it a neurodivergent mind. And, I was diagnosed bipolar or manic or whatever.
Yep.
I might have been misdiagnosed. You never know. I might be schizophrenic. I don't know. But I think that's most misunderstood and used against me a lot because I at the time people were calling it brave. Like, wow, you said something that not a lot of people want to, And now I see it being used against me as a weapon so people can invalidate what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Or try to put try to dirty Mac on my grind. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing all these good things. I'm going to different cities, selling out shows. I got my own motion. I'm not really dependent on, I'm trailblazing something that no one has ever done before. And people use my mental health because they have nothing else to say. Yeah. They can't say I'm not talented. They can't say I'm not consistent. You can't say that I don't put myself in positions to win. You can't say I can't perform. You can't say my social media numbers are here or what. You can't say none of the. So you go for the low hanging fruit and you try to hit me below the belt and say my mental health because you got nothing else. Because, for whatever reason. And so it's easy just to say, if I know your past and I just say your mental health is fucked up. Yeah. I haven't done my due diligence on actually respecting you as a man and respecting your perspective on things, whether it's different from mine or we're indifferent. I haven't really tried to see things from your point of view. Yeah. So I get the whole Tye Harris is mine. He's mentally ill. He's mentally unstable. That's just some things that someone wants to gaslight me with. Yeah. You know what I mean? And until you see for yourself, then you will know. Like, don't get me wrong. I get on your ass. I get on your ass. But no one has ever seen me crash out. The only person that's ever seen me crash out is my mother. That's the only person, and my brother. Yeah. My brother and my mother are the only person that's ever seen me actually go mentally unstable. Yeah. Foaming at the mouth. Like, real life, I don't know the difference between like the ghost in the corner or what's right in front of me. Them two people are the only people that has ever seen me really. So anybody that say I'm mentally unstable, they just using that shit as a crutch because I pretty much know how to keep that shit in check. Yeah. I know how to assert myself and be assertive on what I want and what I don't want. Mm-hmm. I know how to express my discomfort and I know how to express my frustrations without getting to that point. Yeah. Now, if I get to that point and you see it, you are in danger. Like, if you seeing me in that state, you think, nigga, mentally, nah, nigga, you ain't never seen crazy. Yeah. You just think you seen crazy because I've said it, but you've never seen crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, Like you ain't seen me in a mental hospital strapped down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Trying to goddamn, they don't want me to move. So angry that I can't even say my name. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So angry that, or so fucked up that my eyes, I done bust a blood vessel in my eyes because I'm so, you know, I'm there. Yeah. No one has ever seen that, and I'll be damned if anybody see that. Yeah. I'm not the type of person that's gonna go live and show how crazy I am. Yeah. Nah, we're not gonna go live. I'm not gonna scream at the fucking camera. I'm not gonna goddamn bitch ass nigga all on. I'm not gonna do that. I'm never going to do that. I might go live and have an actual conversation. I might go live and stream and you can see what I'm doing. I might play the piano and all this, but I will never show anybody my mental instability. Yeah. Like all that trying to outwardly, publicly show that niggas is it's cringy. I'm ashamed of that. Yeah. I'm ashamed of ever being that. My grandmother saw it too. 3 people saw it. So I'm ashamed. I hate getting mad. Yeah. I hate being triggered.
Because you give people your power when you do that.
And I get sad first before I ever just crash. Yeah. I get really, really sad. I'm bipolar depressed. I'm not goddamn the first thing you think about when someone say crazy. Yeah. You know, I'm not goddamn like I don't do that shit. Like niggas get quiet, niggas get nonverbal first. Yeah. I'm triggered, I get extremely nonverbal.
For sure.
Like, and then the energy switch. And then you like, are you good? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean when you slip. That's my friends like, oh, when you quiet, something wrong. Because I'm always a talkative, kind of energetic. But if I don't know you, I'm not reading the room right. If something seems off to me, I'm here. I'm just observing. Like, all right, here, right
now, when I speak, and it's something you don't like, and you just mentally unstable. No. Because if I was mentally unstable, I wouldn't be speaking. It'd just be blood and guts and ass and shit everywhere. Like that's what people like. Like if I'm speaking, that's a good thing, bro. That's a good thing. We're at a coming to a compromise. I actually care about what you're going to say back. Yeah. But if niggas is quiet, that's when niggas gotta just shit. Yeah. He quiet. That's when you need to be on guard. That's when you need to protect yourself at all times. Yeah. Cause a quiet crazy nigga, quote unquote, a quiet crazy nigga is the worst nigga. Yeah. Like I don't mean to be insensitive, but a quiet crazy nigga is when you get school shootings. Yeah. A quiet crazy nigga is when you get what happened in downtown Dallas them years ago when Michael Johnson done killed all them police officers. Yeah. A quiet crazy, if he really crazy, like niggas, if he really mentally unstable, when the nigga go nonverbal, yeah, that's so all that. You just keep believing, nigga. You just being a little bitch. you just don't want to have a conversation. You just don't want to take accountability in the fuck shit you did. Yeah. So yeah.
All right. So here's a question for you then. So if I had to put a warning label on you, what would it say?
Fear when he's quiet.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Nah, don't fear me. Don't fear me. Don't fear me. Don't fear. It's just that's coming off the last conversation. Yeah. Warning label on Tye Harris. Warning label. No warning.
No warning? Okay.
No warning. He cool. Tye Harris is good. You don't gotta fear. You don't gotta nothing. I'm open arms. Okay. Open arms.
So you ever seen those little small airplanes? They fly them across the sky and they normally attach a banner to the back of them with a message, and you fly it across the sky. If you could put a message on one of those banners and fly it across the sky, what message would you put on the banner?
Pushing Keys Deluxe out now. Go get it. The architect, Tye Harris Recital coming to your city soon. Get there. Ticket link in his bio.
Full promo.
yeah. It was the whole
full promo.
That's what it would say.
For sure. All right. So when we wrap up these interviews, I like to ask 2 questions. First question being, if you can give any advice to anyone, no matter their subject matter, what advice would you give? And secondly, what do you want people to take away from sitting down with me today?
Oh man. My advice is do not be afraid and don't let anyone project their fears onto you. Fear is non-existent. Fear is like you're just uncomfortable. You know, fear is just a barrier, it's designed to self-sabotage.
Yeah.
Fear means nothing. You know, conquer your fears, face your fears. You ain't pussy because you scared.
Yeah.
Or scared to do something. You pussy if you let the fear stop you from doing what you need to do.
Yeah.
You know, fear is nothing. Do not let nothing, nobody, or yourself take you, self-sabotage yourself. Don't let nothing sabotage you based off fear.
Facts.
Yeah. That's my advice. Don't be afraid to go broke. Don't be afraid to be humiliated. Don't be afraid to lose your ego. Don't be afraid of what people might say. Don't be afraid to look like the lone wolf, the X factor. Don't be afraid to do the dirty work. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid at all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you walk through the valley of you shadow of death, nigga. Fear nothing. Fear no evil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my advice. You said the other one was what I take away from this interview.
What do you want people to take away from?
We're all mentally unstable. And we are all mentally unstable. Most of us aren't aware of it. Yeah. We are all mentally unstable. It's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
Most of us are just unaware of it.
Facts. Mm-hmm. Well, appreciate you taking time out.
My guy.
I'm with your boy.
Ray.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Make sure y'all go check out the Pushing Keys Deluxe. Go check him out on social media. The Architect coming soon. Make sure you look out for all this stuff coming from the Atlanta show, the recitals. Make sure you go to the next recital that's going to be in your city soon. You don't know where it's going to be. May pop up nowhere, all right?
Popping up.
So we start off the show with positive words. We got to end this shit with positive words, all right? So I always send you with 2 messages. The first one I already told you earlier. If you're persistent, you get it. If you're consistent, you'll keep it. Consistency is the key to everything in life, all right? Now I always tell people, get your swag on. Rub your hands like you Birdman. You know what I'm saying? If there's a mirror nearby, look in the mirror. Tell yourself, I will boss up mentally. I will boss up spiritually. I will boss up physically, and I will boss up financially. Invest in yourself. It's your boy Ray, my guy Tye Harris in the building. Vic, my boy Miles from a fifth or something in the building too. Yo, we'll catch y'all next time. Yo, we out here. Peace.
Hey, get money all day, get money all night. Hey, get money all day, get money all night.